in programming. So this semester, we collaborated with CSUN Navigators, having 2 days of tabling at two on-campus locations. We gave freebies to students through our 2-day pop-ups. We hosted the Mental Health Monday kickoff event. We had our tabling at Meet the Clubs. We also collaborated with sport clubs for the organization of the block party and basketball game. And I also organized the giveaway videos through hiding the envelopes. These wouldn't have been possible without you all. So thank you for your help. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for being out there. And also for your commitment to spreading awareness of AS to students. I would like to especially thank Denise, Jeremy, and Madeline for making this possible with me. As my last welcome week as VP, I am incredibly grateful and proud of our work together. Muchas gracias a todos. Also started the planning of the season 3 of the More You Know series, where we will be featuring our RSOs. As Kiri mentioned, we met with President Beck and Dr. Watkins. I asked regarding the implementation of the new CSU strategic plan, which will be reflected on season's roadmap. In our monthly updates with the IT department, we discuss updates on AI and the CSUs. So I would like to also second President Sarabia's sentiment. If you are a part of those committees that will start reviewing policies for approval, make sure you're giving your input, you're giving feedback. That way we can include those during the finals policies. I met with the entering dean for the College of Science and Math. We brainstormed ideas for increasing student engagement in STEM and facilitating communication between students and the office of the dean. I also filmed a video for Season social media. Reminders of this week, I sent a calendar invite for having our 101s, so please make sure you accept it for confirmation. I used it based on your office hours, but in case that you need to change that, just make sure you notify me. That way we can accommodate appropriately. Be ready to discuss your plans and goals for the spring semester. Senate report forms are going to be due on Friday, February 6th at 5 p.m. I already sent that email this morning with the Google Forms, so just make sure you set 30 to 1 hour aside from your office hours to complete it. Once again, I appreciate your commitment to Associated students, and I wish you a productive spring semester. Thank you.
Are there any questions on the Vice President's report? Senator Main?
Permission to be recognized.
Oh, granted. Okay, we will now move over to our Chief of Staff Boberg's report.
Sorry. Good morning, everyone. This will be a lot quicker than last week, so that'll be good. So just to start off, echoing the Vice President, we had the last week of Welcome Week. It went really well. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We also had our first cabinet meeting of the semester, where we went over some committee expectations, and I started the ball rolling on brainstorming for a new cabinet event. We'll see where that goes. I also finished scheduling my one-on-ones, which are starting this week, and I had a one-on-one with the president as well. And then on to our chair of elections. Happy Monday. I connected with Wetzel's Pretzels about voting day 3 and should receive a quote by Monday. All the marketing requests are in for the debate and the reveal party. The debate is likely to be held in the Orchard Room, and I'm finalizing last minute details. I also tabled for elections and hosted a how-to run info session. I'm working on tabling decor and creating a wish list for Denise to order. And lastly, I reached out to the Society of Automotive Engineers about featuring their car as a photo opportunity at the upcoming elections event. And the elections kickoff event is coming up on February 10th, so everybody put that in their calendar. And that's 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it will be a collaboration with the farmers market. And they will have AS elections, USU elections, and a Celsius table to promote campus elections in general. And they'll also be having an inflatable obstacle course. So if anyone wants to race me, pull up. Then on to our assistant chair of elections. So last week, chair of elections Araceli Torres and myself hosted the first elections info session of the semester, going over how to run for office as well as where to access CSUN AS elections related information. At Meet the Clubs, we had our own elections table and advertised our upcoming elections kickoff event, which is, as I already stated, but it's February 10th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The date will also mark the day that filing opens for anyone interested in running for office. And the Elections Committee meeting times will be finalized this week. And he also had a one-on-one with the president. And then on to outreach and recruitment. She filmed the first Senate under a minute, also filmed AS marketing videos for elections, sent out requests for interviews for executive assistant, updated the website, attended lobby corps meetings, and also held her first committee meeting. And then on to our Chair of Legislative Affairs. Hey all, it's me, Chair of Legislative Affairs Rosales, speaking through our Chief of Staff Boberg. Oh, you went for it again. Okay. I will be fast. Last week was mostly cleanup and prep, getting everything ready for this week of chaos. Lobby Corps had its first meeting on Friday from 2:30 to 4, and it was a slam dunk. We talked about chess and the mayoral race and the logistics for the upcoming weeks. A thank you to my Lobby Corps members, President Saravia, Vice President, Attorney General, Chair of Outreach and Recruitment, and Senators Basilio, Cabrera Figueroa, Quiroga, and Dominguez for all the help with all the programming and all the shenanigans that's coming up in the Lobby Corps world. This week is Contact Week, and I'm touching base with a ton of folks around the San Fernando Valley, mayoral candidates, representatives, media outlets, and other groups. I'm also hoping to loop in many important people starting this week on the upcoming events. Prepare for my emails. And then our chair of DEI was out sick last week, so there's no report, but she's back today and should be starting this week. And then that's all for my report.
Thank you. Are there any questions on our Chief of Staff Boberg's report? Senator Gavino,
Permission to be recognized.
granted. Senator Arias-Gomez,
Permission to be recognized.
granted. Okay, we will now move over to our Chair of Finance, Tourette's report.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you guys are excited for the Super Bowl, which I think is this weekend. I don't know. I don't watch football that much. But anywho, good morning, everyone. Our current supplemental account balance are as follows: $170,536 in STAR, $492,418 in unassigned contingency, $4,250 in the Phil Fund, and $18,225 available for clubs and orgs travel. Over the past week, I continue reviewing and processing funding requests, met one-on-one with President Saravia, and had my weekly check-in with our AS Controller Lionel Lawrence. I attended our first weekly cabinet meeting and our first finance committee meeting, which went really well. In addition, I also filmed a video with the marketing team about the STAR requests, which I'm excited about, and a huge shout out to Melanie for all the hard work she put into making this video happen. The finance committee also took a group photo, and I'm looking forward to see how that turns out. And finally, the finance committee will be meeting today at 1 p.m. at the AS Sustainability Center. Now moving over to our Assistant Chair of Finances report. Good morning, everyone. Over the past week, the Finance Committee approved 3 supplemental funding requests. I had my one-on-one with our President Saravia on Wednesday, and we held our first cabinet meeting of the semester. I've reached out to several clubs to clarify their annual budgets. I'll be connecting with the marketing department to work on an informational video explaining the different AS funding types. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. Are there any questions on our Chair of Finances report? Senator Basilio,
Permission to be recognized.
granted. Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move over to our Attorney General, Mayor Suarez report.
Good morning, everyone. I want to start by addressing the QR codes posted around the office. I'm sure most of you guys have noticed. They're clearly labeled check-in, check-out, and dean meetings. As I said last week, these will be the primary way we will verify office hours moving forward. So please make sure you complete both the check-in and check-out each time. I'm collaborating with Madeline in the front desk. They're going to have copies of your office hours schedules. So this will kind of allow us to confirm your attendance, and it'll keep everything consistent. And yeah, please also let me know when your dean meetings are scheduled, like as soon as possible. This will just make sure that everything is seamless and efficient. And I'll continue to make adjustments depending on how this goes. And as our vice president said in his report, please complete your February reports on time. I'm going to go ahead and send email reminders as the week ends. And over the past week, I've attended cabinet and lobby corps meetings. And then lobby corps, we're kind of just like coordinating logistics and expectations, including preparations for our CSSA chess conference. I also had a productive one-on-one with President Saravia, and I met with our vice president to align expectations and timelines for the next couple of weeks. Lastly, I'll be setting up tabling for the academic advisement survey. So if you're interested in helping with that, please let me know. It will count towards your office hours, and I'll be sending an email soon with like specific times and locations. Thank you all.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Vice President Geminiano Aragon.
Yes, I would like to second our Attorney General's sentiment on our deans. So if you would like to start sending out those emails to reconnect with them, that would be perfect. The deadline is going to be next week, though, so just so that you are kind of aware. But if you want to start already planning ahead for that, that would be perfect.
Thank you. Are there any further questions? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Permission to be recognized.
Granted. Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move over to our Executive Director Allen's report.
Happy Monday and happy second day of Black History Month. I'll start off by saying that Black history is everyday history, and it's not just limited to 1 month. I would like to share with you that there's the African American History 365-day calendar, which will let you know the ways in which we have advanced this nation. So I'm going to start off with February 1st, which was yesterday. And so that you know, February 1st was National Freedom Day. It's when President Abraham Lincoln signed the resolution that proposed the 13th Amendment, which officially abolished slavery in 1865. Today, Alfred C. Crail received a patent number 576395 for a lever-operated ice cream scoop. This was designed back in 1897, and every time you get a scoop of ice cream, recognize that that was designed by Alfred L. Crail. So I hope that you will take the time to continue to learn all the various contributions that Black and African American people have made in this nation. I now want to go to an exciting weekend. It was great to hear all of the accomplishments that occurred with our athletic program, but the AS also has a sport club program, and we had an awesome weekend. I'll start off with Saturday. Our men's basketball won all of its games this weekend, which were held on Saturday and Sunday, as well as our women's rugby team beat Occidental. So yes, congratulations on that. On Saturday evening, I went to the ice hockey club's senior night, and I totally forgot ice rinks are freezing cold. So I had a CSUN t-shirt on, I had on capris because it was hot that day, and I was freezing. But I stayed the whole game. Excitement, excitement. So we beat the University of Southern California. That's right, we beat USC. And we just didn't beat them. We smashed them. The score was 6-2. And I will say that it was 6-1 for pretty much the whole game, except within the last 2 minutes, USC was able to sneak something by number 32. You need to follow number 32. I think he's going to be an Olympian. His name is Seth. This kid, I wish I would have got some video of it because he was awesome. They were shooting and they could not get anything in. And I was sitting by I was sitting in the box area, not outside because I couldn't handle it. Even in the box area, I was freezing. And I was sitting by all these USC people. The CSUN students were braving the cold, and they were just like, every time they came down, they're like, shoot, shoot, shoot. And they were like, darn, and some other things that were coming out of their mouth. But yeah, this kid is great. Anyway, we had 3 seniors that are graduating. This was the last official home game, but it won't be the last game that you can see. They'll have some games in Valencia, but those won't be considered home games. The Hayden Day, Luke, I'm not going to even butcher Luke's last name, and Kevin. These were all graduating seniors, and so they were actually honored that particular night. So go AS Sport Clubs. The last couple of things I will say is that I will once again be starting my question opportunity for you to win prizes. So later on this afternoon, the first question will go up. There'll be 5 questions, but things have changed. There will now be a QR code. You'll need to bring your phone. You'll need to, once you walk in my office once, you have to answer the questions. So you can't go out there and try to figure them out. Saturday the 14th is Valentine's Day. So these are all questions about love, but they have CSUN questions in them as well. So just come check those out later on this afternoon, and there'll be 3 prizes for that. And then lastly, hold on one second. My last thing for the day. Oh, let me do it this way. So back on MLK Day, I posted all day about Dr. Martin Luther King on the 20th. And so just scrolling back to one of my favorite quotes. So this was done by Dr. Martin Luther King. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. So as student leaders, keep moving forward. That's it.
Are there any questions on our executive director's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we'll move over to our University Advisor Butler's report.
Good morning. Let's see. So this weekend, this Saturday, we're doing Matador's Day of Service. We're going to be out picking oranges at the Orange Grove, and then also there's a project in the CSUN Food Pantry. So I encourage everyone to sign up for that. And then we're also doing interviews for our activities coordinator for Fraternity and Sorority Life. This position will be working with our MPHC, IGC, USFC chapters. So we have an open forum tomorrow, I think at 12 o'clock. So I know tomorrow is going to be a busy day, but that's what we got going on. Thank you.
Are there any questions on our University Advisor's report? Sorry. If we'll now move over to our Faculty Advisor DeMarco's report.
Okay. First thing is good morning. Happy Monday. Before I begin, I wanted to apologize for my lateness this morning and for last week. Monday mornings are a bit unpredictable for me. I'm a parent of a teenager, and getting her to school on Monday mornings is really hard. And I appreciate your patience. I'm going to be here for the full today, so I won't leave early. I also wanted to clarify some things last week. I mentioned attending a Saturday protest. The location was incorrect that I gave. It was actually Victory in Topanga. So if you go there on Saturday mornings, you'll see me with a big yellow sign that says make some noise. And I do a lot of waving to young kids, and I point at people and I wave, and I get some bad things, but mostly good things and a lot of honks, which is good. I know you guys expressed and told me today about the CSUN Ice Out, which I wasn't aware of. So I'm going to send out a lot of emails to faculty and inform other students within my department. So thank you very much for that. I learned a lot about those events today. So I will pass that on. This is the second week so of the semester, and a lot is happening, obviously. As student leaders, I'm always very impressed with you guys, of course, and the way you stay informed and support each other is really important, and navigating those moments is really important in that tone. And I just really enjoy being here and hearing what you guys are talking about. So what you're doing, I just want to reassure you that it does really matter. And thank you very much for your time. Thanks.
Thank you. Are there any questions on our Faculty Advisor's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we move over to unfinished business, starting with nominations for the External Affairs Committee. Just a reminder, you can only nominate if you are in the External Affairs Committee, and you can only nominate within your committee. I'll pass it over to our Attorney General to read out the list of who is in. Senator Gavino?
Said you could only nominate if you're in that committee. Is that correct? Or can any senator nominate anyone for any committee as long as they're in that committee?
Any senator can, it just has to be someone in the External Affairs Committee. Does that make sense?
The nominated person.
The nominated person
Correct.
has to be in the External Affairs. Okay. Attorney General?
All right, I'm going to start off with internal affairs. Sorry, I apologize. External affairs, Max Arias Gomez, Camila Vicente, Jimena Garcia, Stephanie Ramirez, and Mahi Kachidia.
Okay. Are there any nominations? Senator Gavino?
To nominate Senator Arias Gomez.
Thank you. Senator Arias Gomez, do you accept?
Yes.
Okay. Senator Basilio?
I nominate Senator Vicente.
Senator Vicente, do you accept?
Yes.
Thank you. Are there any further nominations? Senator Dominguez?
I nominate Senator Garcia.
Senator Garcia, do you accept?
I decline.
Are there any further nominations? Okay, we will give both of our senators 1 minute each to speak. We will start with Senator Arias Gomez.
Hello, everyone. As you all know, my name is Maximiliano Arias. I was hoping to be chosen, and I did. Thank you, guys. Okay. For the title of Chair of External Affairs, I would like to state that I believe these are some qualities that I hold that would make me good for this position. I would like to state that I'm very organized. I'm very time sensitive, so I know that stuff like that needs to be done in order. I have great communication skills, and I can understand how to distribute work when it comes to when there's a lot of things to do, like how to just get it basically done. And as well as vote at your discretion, and thank you for the consideration.
Senator Vicente.
Okay, sorry. Good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Camila Vicente. I'm your lower division senator. And today I'm asking my fellow senators for the opportunity to become the next chair of external affairs. Last semester, I served as vice chair for internal affairs alongside Senator Basilio, and quick shout out to her. Thanks to her, I was able to learn a lot. She was really patient. She made the transition into the role go smoothly. And because of that, I had a lot of learning moments and developed a lot of skills I honestly would have not expected me to develop myself. Whatever. I would have not expected myself to develop. But yeah, regardless of the outcome, I'm so excited to serve along everyone here for one last semester.
Okay, we will now move over into discussion. Just to Senator Vicente and Senator Arias Gomez, you are not allowed to speak to further your candidacy. Are there any points? Senator Cabrera Figueroa?
I just wanted to speak on behalf of Senator Vicente. So she was in my committee previously in internal. She was our co-chair, as previously stated. Very diligent with her duties, did her best to maintain on top of all of her responsibilities. Even if there were technical issues, she altered and adjusted as was necessary to make sure that we at least had our minutes accurately and were able to translate everything properly on a paper. So I think this is a notable quality to keep in mind. The adaptability, the resourcefulness, it is very important for leading or organizing large groups.
Thank you. Senator Basilio?
I think they're both really great. I think they would both flourish in the role, so I'm like excited for either of them. But yeah, sorry, that's it.
Are there any further? Senator Luna?
Oh, okay, there we go. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to speak on behalf of Senator Gomez. He's made that transition into upper division very smoothly for me. He's very patient, so I can very much attest within this last week of me knowing him on him being able to delegate some work and help people on board. So I wish both of you guys great luck, and you guys have both great, amazing qualities.
Is there any further discussion? Okay, we will do a roll call vote, if that is okay with our Attorney General and our Government Secretary. We will just say the senator who you would like to be the External Affairs Chair. But if you don't want to vote, you can also abstain.
Vice President Emiliano Aragon,
Abstain.
Senator Atias, Senator Basilio,
Vicente.
Senator Bawe,
I'm sorry, I cannot see. Is it? Okay. Sorry. Cannot see. Arias, Senator Arias, sorry.
Oh, idea.
Senator Arias Gomez, I apologize.
Abstain.
Okay. Senator Cabrera Figueroa,
Arias Gomez,
Senator Contreras,
Senator Arias Gomez.
Senator Cunanan,
Senator Vicente.
Senator Dominguez,
Senator Vicente.
Senator Garcia,
Senator Vicente.
Senator Gavino,
Senator Arias Gomez.
Senator Kachidia,
Senator Arias Gomez.
Senator Kodka,
Senator Vicente.
Senator Mane,
Senator Vicente.
Senator Martinez Luna,
Senator Arias Gomez.
Senator Quiroga,
Senator Arias Gomez.
Senator Radionov,
Abstain.
Senator Ramirez,
Senator Vicente.
Senator Umana,
Vicente.
Senator Vicente.
Abstain.
Okay, congratulations to Senator Vicente for being chair of the Senate. Okay, we will now move over to our Internal Affairs Committee. We will have our Attorney General read out the people in this committee. Just a reminder, you can only nominate for those that are in the Internal Affairs Committee.
All right, so the people in Internal Affairs are Senator Cunanan, Senator Mane, Senator Martinez Luna, Senator Gavino, Senator Basilio, Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Thank you. I will now open up the floor to nominations. Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
I nominate Senator Basilio.
Senator Basilio, do you accept?
Yes, thank you.
Senator Umana.
I nominate Martinez Luna.
Senator Martinez Luna, do you accept?
I accept.
Senator Meade?
I'd like to nominate Senator Marcelo Figueroa.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa, do you accept?
Yes.
Are there any further nominations? Senator Gavino.
I'd like to nominate myself.
Senator Gavino, do you accept?
Yes.
Okay, we will now move over to speeches. Each senator has 1 minute each to speak. We will start Okay, we will start with Senator Basilio.
Good morning to all my fellow senators. I'm rerunning for Chair of Internal Affairs. As you all know, I've been part of AS pretty much since I got to CSUN, and I joined Internal Affairs the moment I became a senator because the work we do in this committee helps to maintain leadership and advance us as well. For the senators who were in internal last semester, you know that this committee truly means a lot to me. I maintain organization and was committed to hearing everyone's thoughts, encouraging active participation. I spearheaded important changes and additions last semester, like appointment biographies, the President's Code, and starting new conversations with other departments to improve our organization overall. I was also fortunate enough to be able to watch other committee members truly become passionate about their own work. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. It has become my mission for AS to grow and improve internally in order to lead efficiently and to the best of our abilities. If reelected, I want to continue my work from last semester, increasing transparency, accountability, and collaboration in order to best serve the students. Either way, though, no matter what the voting is, I am still going to be committed to that. Thank you.
Okay, we will now move over to Senator Martinez Luna.
Thank you for the nomination. I'm transitioning into this. It's all very new to me, but I'm also very excited. Regardless of the outcomes, I know that everyone within internal affairs is going to be just a great member, a team member to help me be able to run this, but learn from all of you guys. This is a little took me by surprise, but regardless of this, I'm excited if I do get the position. It's a new challenge, but I'm ready to learn from all of you and also bring in some of the things that I do at the Women's Center and alongside at the Dream Center. So that's one of the issues that I would want to be tackling on. Thank you.
Okay, Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Firstly, I want to thank Senator Mane for the nomination. I greatly appreciate it. And then I also wanted to acknowledge all the other candidates because they are extremely capable. Senator Basilio was a previous chair. The past semester, I was under her leadership. She was extremely well at managing our committee. Senator Martinez, I apologize, I'm forgetting the other last name. Is it Luna?
Luna.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Martinez Luna. I have seen your background and your resume that you submitted. You are an extremely capable candidate, and I think you have a lot of potential in the role. So if you get it, I wish you nothing but the best. And then Senator Gavino, I've seen you also work before. I know you're amazing. Your work ethic is amazing. I'm sure all of you would be very competent candidates. I do have experience in management. I did some experience in specifically collective organizing. At the moment, I'm also on the legislative committee for 3 different political organizations outside of campus that are community recognized, that are not just grassroots organizations. Aside from that, I do have experience prepping agendas, calendars. I have actually run a law office by myself single-handedly. There is a number of details that go into this, and there are a number of goals that go into this. But at the end of the day, my mantra that I've maintained throughout all of my academic and personal career has been to make sure that we're benefiting everyone. I want to get everyone's feedback and make sure that we're benefiting the whole of campus. Thank you.
Senator Gavino.
Yeah, what Senator Cabrera Figueroa said, I think all the candidates are great. I'm really excited to work under any of our chairships. But yeah, good morning, everyone. If we haven't met, my name is Isaac Gavino, and I'm the senator for the College of Arts, Media, and Communication. This will be my 4th semester serving as a senator. I was previously the chair of the External Affairs Committee for the last 2 semesters, and before that, I served in my first chairship as the chair of the Internal Affairs Committee. So while I love the work we were able to do in external throughout those 2 semesters, I'm excited to return to Internal Affairs to help continue and improve the services AS provides with all the knowledge I've gained in my time here. When I was last in Internal Affairs, our big accomplishment was expanding committee eligibility to first semester freshmen and transfer students. That move was about access and opportunity, and as I enter my last semester at CSUN, I want to continue that amongst Internal Affairs in the campus, ensuring our programs and services funded by student dollars are efficient and well utilized. I want to expand leadership's reach. And if you heard last week's legislative referrals, I have plans to do that through reworking the judicial court into leadership's hub for campus policy, advocacy, and education, much like our other committees do. As chair, I'd use my skills as a past chair to ensure meetings and our codes are empowering, transformational, and accessible for our student leaders and our entire student community. I'd appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Okay, we will now move into discussion. Just a reminder to all of our Senate candidates, you are not allowed to speak to further your candidacy. Is there any discussion? Senator Vicente.
Hey guys, it's me again. Just wanted to elaborate more on what I said on Senator Basilio. Last semester, I served as her vice chair, and I think she is a good candidate for the role. Not only does she have patience, but she also makes sure that everyone is involved, and not only that, they're completing their tasks, but she's just making sure everyone understands. And sorry, I had like a brain fart, but she makes sure everyone understands, what they're supposed to do before each committee meeting. But she also allows for, you know, she allows for error, and she never has made anyone feel bad about that. So yeah.
Is there any further discussion? Senator Bawa.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to affirm Senator Cabrera because as my co-senator, as I just came in, every dumb question, every small question that I asked, like he answered. He was very welcoming, even like before I even got my seat. He's very hardworking, as I can see. He even sent me like a whole transition packet that I didn't ask for. That was very much appreciated and needed. That was very much appreciated and needed, and he's very proactive, and I see that in his work and all the things. And as I was sitting here last week on Monday, like hearing all the things that he was doing about his town hall and his surveys, I think that he would be a really good person for the job. So that's all I wanted to say. And thank you. Oh, also it's Baywa.
I recognized when I reset it in my head. I apologize. Senator Garcia.
I just wanted to reaffirm for Senator Gavino because as his vice chair serving, he was very understanding and very patient with me as I was starting to know everything, and he was able to delegate all the work perfectly. And I think that you guys should vote for him.
Is there any further discussion? Senator Contreras.
I would also like to suggest to vote for Senator Basilio for chair. I was part of the Internal Affairs Committee last semester, and I would say you can't have a great team if you don't have a great leader, and she was for sure a great leader, and I had a really great experience in Internal Affairs Committee and learned a lot. So I would suggest to vote for her again.
Is there any further discussion? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
I just wanted to note that Senator Martinez Luna, I got that right? Yeah, okay, sorry, it's a lot of names. They are a new senator, and this is an excellent opportunity for all of us here to integrate a member on our board into a different type of proceedings that most people do not have the opportunity to see. So as much as I would love it for myself, I do feel that we should definitely use this as an opportunity to prep individuals for the upcoming academic year if they are to remain in office and be reelected, but also thinking for the future. Thank you.
Senator Dominguez.
I'd like to add on to what Senator Cabrera Figueroa said, and I believe that we should support Senator Martinez Luna. While tabling with her last week, she told me of her experience in the Women's Research Center and then her past experiences as well, and I think that she would be good for the position. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will do a roll call vote once again. Please make sure that you say the last name of the senator who you would wish to vote for. And you can also abstain.
Vice President Emiliano Aragon.
Abstain.
Senator Arias Gomez,
Senator Basilio.
Senator Atias, Senator Basilio,
Abstain.
Senator Baywa,
Senator Cabrera.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa,
Abstain.
Senator Contreras,
Senator Basilio.
Senator Cunanan,
Senator Bastilio.
Senator Dominguez,
Senator Martinez Luna.
Senator Garcia,
Senator Gavino.
Senator Gavino,
Abstain.
Senator Kachidia,
Senator Martinez Luna.
Senator Kodka,
Senator Figueroa.
Senator Mane,
Senator Basilio.
Senator Martinez Luna,
Abstain.
Senator Quiroga,
Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Senator Radionov,
Abstain.
Senator Ramirez,
Senator Basilio.
Senator Umana,
Basilio.
Senator Vicente.
Senator Basilio.
Okay, congratulations to Chair Basilio, and she will be interning the chair. Okay, we will now move over to University Affairs. I now open the floor for nominations. Senator Gavino.
Senator Dominguez.
Sorry. I will read the list one more time. So sorry.
So University Affairs is Alejandro Dominguez, Emily Atias, Eddie Umana, Dulce Contreras, George Radionov, and Shira Baywa, and Richie Quiroga.
Okay, Senator Gavino nominated Senator Dominguez. Senator Dominguez, do you accept?
Yes.
Okay, are there any further notes? Okay. Senator Basilio.
I nominate Senator Umana.
Senator Umana, do you accept?
I do accept.
Okay, who else raised their hand? Okay, is that it? Okay, we will start with Senator Dominguez. Just a reminder, you have 1 minute to speak. India.
Thank you, Senator Gavino, for nominating me. I believe that I would be good for the position because during last semester, under Senator Gavino, when he was past chair of external, I learned a lot from him and from the vice chair, Senator Vicente. And I believe that, Garcia, my apology. I'm nervous, y'all. But yesterday or last semester, I initiated a lot of projects that I've been working towards and trying to accomplish within AS. And then just like the planning of that and then trying to work with Denise and then things like that, I think have like kind of prepared me for this, as well as I believe I'm very good at communicating. And then also, well, in my college in computer science, we learn how to break down problems and be able to efficiently pass them around. So yeah, thank you.
Senator Umana.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for the nomination. My name is Eddie Umana. I am one of the senators for the College of Health and Human Development. I chaired the University Affairs Committee last semester, and I enjoyed coming to each meeting ready to have a successful and productive meeting. I was not only brand new to AS, but just brand new to leadership in general. So I kind of tried to catch up, and I made sure that I was able to keep up and learn everything I needed so things went smoothly. I can confidently say that anyone who sat in University Affairs last semester would have nothing but positive things to say about me and how I ran the meetings. It was a learning experience, not only for me, but for everyone who sat at the committee. Now I'm completely familiar with which auxiliaries on campus to reach out to for specific legislative referrals. I always made sure that the agendas were submitted on time. I always made sure that the minutes were collected on time. And I was also able to delegate tasks to each senator in a fair manner. If reelected, I will continue to make sure that each legislative referral gets the attention it deserves. Please vote for me as chair. Thank you.
Okay. We will now move into discussion. Just a reminder, the candidates are not allowed to speak in order to further their candidacy. Is there any discussion? Senator Gavino.
Yeah, I'd like to speak about Senator Dominguez. I've known Senator Dominguez since I was chairing external last spring, and he was not a member of AS at that point. He had other obligations, but he was at pretty much every external affairs meeting, I think, because he's just so interested in the work that we do here and the work around the campus. And like he said, he's initiated a ton of projects since he's been here. He's been a big help with the formulation of the AI survey, as everyone in the External Affairs Committee knows. Yeah, and I think he'd be a great choice, and I think it's also like Senator Cabrera Figueroa said earlier, a great opportunity for someone who has been here a while and has done a lot of work to kind of take on that leadership role and any new challenges it brings.
Is there any further discussion? Senator Quiroga?
Yes, I just wanted to speak to Senator Umana, being the vice chair for University Affairs last semester, working closely with Eddie. Senator Umana, last semester, he always came in to the meetings with all the resources he needed ready, all of the advice he had for us ready, all legislative affairs, let's say referrals, like ready to go for us to review and to talk about. And if we had nothing to say, he would bring in his own feedback and see how he felt about it, instead of not just saying like, I'm chair, I do this. He wanted to make sure we all had our voices heard and make sure we all had our opinions mattered.
Is there any further discussion? Senator Diaz-Gomez.
Yeah, I'd like to just second that. I feel like when I would just end up going to university affairs every Thursday. Sorry. It's been a minute. When I would show up to university affairs every Thursday, I feel like it was a very welcoming and inviting space, which usually I would hope that the meetings would feel in general for everyone, because all of like most of us have said all of our opinions matter. And when it comes to Eddie, I felt like it just made it a way more inclusive and warmer space, because he understood kind of everything at the pace that it was being given at, and then would usually even help us out with whatever we were working on whenever we had to just ask like simple questions or clarifying. And he made the work really easy, simple, and straightforward.
Senator Basilio.
Again, they're both very great. They're both buddies. I think that either of them would flourish. I know Eddie would continue, Senator Umani would continue his leadership development, but I also know that Senator Dominguez would start his. So whichever you all pick, they're going to do great.
Senator Garcia.
To piggyback off of what Kimberly said, I have seen Senator Dominguez in external affairs, and he has very committed work. He was also very supporting for me while I was vice chair. And yeah.
Okay, is there any further discussion? Okay, we will now move over to a roll call vote. A reminder that you can all abstain if you wish.
Vice President Emiliano Aragon.
Abstain.
Senator Arias Gomez.
Senator Umana.
Senator Basilio.
Abstain.
Senator Baywa.
Senator Umana.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Senator Dominguez.
Senator Contreras.
Senator Umana.
Senator Cunanan.
Senator Dominguez.
Senator Dominguez.
Abstain.
Senator Garcia.
Senator Dominguez.
Senator Gavino.
Senator Dominguez.
Senator Kachidia.
Senator Dominguez.
Senator Kodka.
Senator Umana.
Senator Mane.
Senator Umana.
Senator Martinez Luna.
Abstain.
Senator Quiroga.
Senator Dominguez.
Senator Radionov.
Senator Umane.
Senator Ramirez.
Senator Umana.
Senator Umana.
I abstain.
Senator Vicente.
Senator Umana.
Congratulations to Senator Umana, who will be chairing the University Affairs Committee. Okay, we will now move into new business. Is there a motion to enter committee of the whole? Senator Basilio.
I move to enter committee of the whole.
Thank you. Is there a second? Senator Diaz-Gomez. Is there any discussion? Okay, we will now move into a vote. All those in favor of entering committee of the whole, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. We are now in committee of the whole. Okay, is there a motion for line item 1, Senator Umana?
I move to approve SB 2025-26-002 AS Matadors and Leadership Scholarship.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Dominguez. Is there any discussion? Senator Gavino.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna pull up the clause. Resolved 1, that associate students will establish Matadors and Leadership Scholarship to recognize and support student officers across CSUN's RSOs. What specifically constitutes a student officer? Because I know a lot of clubs have larger boards, larger amounts of officers. Is it those that are, obviously they do have to be registered with the MIC? Is it just the president and the treasurer? Does it expand to additional officers? Just some more explanation on that.
The idea is to have it be MIC recognized officers. So I don't know if any of you guys have looked at the Matador Sync pages, but usually it doesn't just show the president and the treasurer. It shows all of the other positions that were created within the club that constitutes who an officer is within the club. So that would technically be the requirement. Gavina?
And so would those positions be self-reported and then checked, or would they just be self-reported and taken for their word?
It would be checked by the MIC. That was the idea. Is there any further discussion? Senator Basilio.
I can't be the one to do it, but is there any way to clarify that? Because when I read it, I thought it was just president and treasurers, which is obviously just me understanding it, but yeah. Or will it be on the application?
It will be on the application.
Never mind, we're good.
So the resolution is just to establish the actual fund and the actual scholarship, but the requirements and all of the other things that go into the application are done in the back end and will be done with our leadership manager and our accounting. And in regard to having to be a student officer, it will be confirmed by the MIC. It will be kind of hopefully an application that will be received and confirmed by the MIC and then the financial aid office. Are there any further questions? Senator Quiroga.
Yeah, just to clarify, I'm looking at Madison right now for my own personal club, and it says the person's name, and then it says positions next to it, and then only selected few have different positions, like president, vice president, whatever. So only those people with those positions name would get eligible for a scholarship when they check through through Madison.
Technically, yes. Again, that requirement is going to be worked on in the back end. This is just to establish the actual fund and the actual scholarship. All other requirements are discussed outside. Yes, Aisha.
So just to clarify, a lot of student organizations, when we do registration, they only have to identify president and treasurer. We don't do any other officer positions. So when you look on some of the Madison pages, it may not have a bunch of different officers listed because organizations aren't typically going in and updating those. So we may or may not be able to verify because they may not go in and select so-and-so is our new public relations person or whatever. We do have president and treasurer, but the other officers we don't track.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Yeah, just a thought on how to alleviate that concern until the updates are made to the MIC. cross-referencing with the advisor would be a great option. But on another note, I wanted to ask if you could explain as to where the total amount of 8,000 came from.
So the 8,000 is mainly because it will be 8 separate scholarships that will all be 1,000 to each student. So that was just about it. And in regard to, again, the requirements are something that are done in the back end and something that is a conversation done with the leadership manager, the AS accounting office, and then whoever else is involved with our scholarships. So this is just, again, to establish the actual scholarship in the fund. But the 8,000 is because I like even numbers. But I also would like to award as many students as possible the opportunity to be recognized as a leader and as someone that is a change maker on our campus, but oftentimes they're not recognized and oftentimes they do it without asking for any compensation. Then they do it for free. They do it just because of their love to their RSO. They do it just because they want to create a community within the university. And so I didn't want it to be too big of a number. I wanted it to be something small that in the future, because a lot of our scholarships are tied to resolutions, in the future, it can be revisited and it can either be increased based on like the applications that they receive or decreased based on the lack of applications. So I chose 8 because, again, I like even numbers, but I also wanted it to be something that can be explored on in the future, whether it's to adjust it to be less or to adjust it to be more. Senator Gavino.
Ours is not including fraternities, sororities, and Greek honor societies, correct?
They do include sororities and fraternities. Yes. Are there any other questions? Senator Quiroga.
Point of personal privilege.
Granted. Is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none. Again, this is just to establish the fund and to establish the actual scholarship. The reason that I'm introducing it so early is so that the requirements and all of the rest of all of the nuances that go into the actual scholarship can be done prior to the AS scholarships being open March 5th, I want to say. Oh, so sorry. Somewhere in March. But those scholarships include like all 25 of our scholarships, and hopefully, if the requirements are finalized, if everything is done, it will include this scholarship and it will be awarded in the fall rather than having the scholarship be established and then not be able to receive applications until the next year. So that is the reason that it is being presented in here. Executive Director Allen.
So a couple of things. This scholarship is not currently funded, so it would be a part of the annual budget process for the 26-27 fiscal year. And if there was a goal of awarding it in this current upcoming scholarship cycle, there would need to be an application to supplemental funding for it to be funded for this upcoming scholarship season.
Yes, that is the conversation that we had with Lionel. So sorry. Again, everything's happening in the back end. Okay, is there any further discussion? Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of approving SB 2025-26002, please raise your hand. Okay, I think this passes unanimously. Thank you. We will now move into exiting committee of the whole. Is there a motion to exit committee of the whole? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
I move to exit committee of the whole.
Thank you. Is there a second? Seconded by Senator Dominguez. Is there any discussion? Senator Arias Gomez.
Point of personal privilege.
Granted. Okay, we will now move into a vote. All those in favor of exiting committee of the whole, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. We have exited committee of the whole. We will now move into approving the recommendations of committee of the whole. All those in favor of approving recommendations of is there any discussion? Senator Quiroga,
Permission to be recognized.
granted. Okay, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of approving the recommendations of committee of the whole, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. This passes unanimously. We will now move into information items, starting with Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
All right, so I will skim reviews from November and December, cover winter, and then the past 2 weeks. So in the previous semester, had my Senate event more than a major, introducing minors back into the college. We'll be continuing an event similar this semester with a major focus. So that'll be very exciting. We have my co-senator and I have a discussion planned with both of our senators this coming week, or I apologize, the coming Monday. In other news, so over the winter break, I was part of the Finance Committee. I was helping along with Chair Tourette and Vice Chair Teja Gali, apologies, with Vice Chair Gali, helping with the breakdown of the AS annual budget as well as any annual budget requests for RSOs. We managed to review that whole collection. Over these past 2 weeks, getting back into the week, I've been focusing a lot on tabling events, coordinating with Welcome Week, speaking with RSOs and making sure they're aware of all the opportunities that are available to them this coming semester, as well as any email notifications they've received about upcoming events. I will continue to be coordinating with RSOs, as well as continuing on my personal project, which is that transition packet that was mentioned earlier. So the transition packet is almost complete. There is about 2 sections left that I still want to edit a little bit more on, but we're almost there. Aside from that, I want to make sure I'm condensing all the information as effectively as I can. We have Finance Committee meetings coming today, 1 to 3. As mentioned earlier, the Metro Survey will be having a discussion tomorrow about the results of the Metro Survey, and we will be emailing out the winners. And I will be having my one-on-one with our Vice President this Wednesday, and give me just a moment. There's one more event that I'm missing. I'm also coordinating with our chair, or I'm sorry, with Lobby Corps in terms of preparing mayoral candidates to come to campus, potentially speak to students, get a little bit more exposure into the real world politics outside of what we have here in AS Senate and AS leadership. Just trying to expand the reach of what our students are exposed to. Aside from that, I have many goals to continue expanding in personal projects, in Senate projects, as well as looking forward to working with my new co-senator, Bewa. Okay, I want to make sure I pronounce it right. With my new co-senator, Bewa, making sure that we are representing as many students as possible. Thank you.
Are there any questions on Senator Cabrera Figueroa's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move over to our graduate Senator Conan's report.
All right. So for my report, just to give an update. So last semester, I had my Senate event along with the help of Senator Mane. And the turnout was really good, and people appeared to enjoy it. So I think reflecting back on the success of that event and applying that to the future semester. And thank you to all who came out and helped with my Senate event. And then for my personal project, I'm going to continue to work on leaning toward it focusing on basic needs. And I hope to get in touch with the representatives at the Valera Nest this semester. And then standing committee, for internal affairs, we were focusing on the CSU stipends, and I look forward to continue working with Senator Pastillo for this year's standing committee. And office hours were geared toward planning my Senate event, as well as anything for Senate committees and meeting with the VP of Graduate Studies. And I look forward to doing more work and good work this semester with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions on Senator Cunan's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move over to our humanities Senator Basilio's report.
Hello, buddies. So last semester in November, I was gone for like the first week because I was in DC. So I was kind of sad about that. I did put that in my report though. Me and my co-senator last semester were able to do our Mixing with Humanities event. And I hope to do that again. I miss her, but you know, her spirit is here. So she's great. I'm also trying to transition from doing office hours in departments to maybe cultural houses so that we can continue to maintain close relationships with them, especially right now with the political climate. I'd also like to start preparing for a club mixer for the humanities this semester, do another mixer similar to last semester. I have a lot of ideas. We'll see if they come to fruition. And besides that, that's it, buddies. Thank you.
Are there any questions on Senator Basilio's report? Okay, seeing and hearing none, we will move over to our business Senator Ramirez's report.
Hello, everyone. My throat's a little scratchy, so don't mind if I crack my voice. But updates from last semester is as for Senate events, my co-senator and I have collaborated in hosting 2 town halls this past semester for with the college deans. One was hosted in person on October 22nd, which began with students a quick 30 minutes of networking amongst themselves while enjoying some pizza. Thank you, Denise. They really enjoyed it. Before going into a Q&A with the deans. The second town hall was more via Zoom, so it's more flexible with student schedule. For my personal project, an update on that is I've begun communicating with New York Life, an insurance company, to partner on a financial literacy workshop to focus on practical topics such as budgeting, credit, long-term financial planning for students. The goal is to bring a financial service professional to campus to provide accessible, high-impact financial education for our student body, so it's open to all students. At this stage, I'm coordinating availability and discussing potential formats and timing. Once details are more solidified, I will follow up with proposed dates and logistics for feedback and support. I'm also thinking of inviting VITA to table during this event. And for some info, VITA stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program that provides free basic tax returns preparations for individuals with low to moderate income. So it's open and free resource here on campus for tax support. Moving along, standing committees, I serve with the University Affairs Standing Committee. This semester I'll be serving in External Affairs. For office hours, thank you to the president and the vice president. I was able to conduct them mostly to in the College of Business building. Buxton, I focus on engaging with business students, business clubs, and promoting upcoming events. I also represent AES during the Nazarene College Liaison Alliance meetings, which is just like meetings where mostly all business clubs presidents attend alongside some more of our staff, like the associate dean and some chairs of some departments within the College of Business. I serve in the instructional related activities IRA board, campus fee advisory committee, and how the president mentioned, I serve as the university planning and budgeting group. Alongside our assistant chair of finance. Our meeting on the website says that we will have it this Friday. If you guys have any questions or would like to have any more info, the presentations are published online. but I will be taking notes this upcoming meeting. And yeah, that's everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions on Senator Ramirez's report? Senator Diaz-Gomez,
Permission to be recognized.
granted. Okay, moving past discussion items into legislative referrals. I only received one from our amazing Senator Gavino titled Amending the President's and Vice President's Code. The request is to amend the President's and Vice President's Code with reflective duties and procedures. This was suggested to go to Internal Affairs, and it shall go to Internal Affairs. Okay, we will now move over to announcements. Are there any announcements from the board? Vice President Geminiano Aragon.
Congratulations to our elected chairs. And I believe we're also taking a group picture after.
Yes, we will be getting a. I'm so sorry, guys. We will be taking a group photo after this. Please meet in the AS office. Once you're done, just get yourselves like ready. Like make sure your hair and makeup is pretty and your clothes are starched. And we will wait for our chair of outreach and recruitments directions, as well as our wonderful Daniel to tell us what to do. Are there any further announcements? Senator Dominguez.
Yeah, so I talked with my vice dean over the winter break, and she mentioned that my college would be having an event where they're going to invite like 100 or 150 elementary school students to visit our college at the end of this month. And she wanted me to let y'all know that if y'all are interested in joining her or joining our college for that event, just like shoot me an email, and then I will let her know as soon as possible, so then they can get all that planned accordingly. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I'm being told there was 2 legislative referrals, but I can't find them on my email. So I might have to read them next weekend. The next week. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I don't see them in my email. Are there any further announcements? Executive Director Allen.
So this Sunday, it pains me to state that it will be Super Bowl Sunday. But what I will say is this, Curie, I will be wearing my Hawks hat and earrings. And that's because your quarterback, Sam Darnold, was a former 49er. So I do hope the Seahawks win in Levi Stadium, since Sam left us in 2023 and led you to the Super Bowl this Sunday. Go Hawks.
Okay, are there any other announcements from the board? Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Yeah, so as you all heard, there's a walkout tomorrow. We've been talking about it for a good since the start of this meeting. If you're interested in getting involved in things like this, reach out to your student orgs on campus. It is most likely RSOs or organizing students that are helping coordinate these efforts. These are community-based efforts. If you want to participate, reach out, see who's involved, talk with other students. This is a campus for students, so take advantage of the resources that are at your disposal and the community that you can build.
Thank you. Are there any further announcements? Senator Gavino.
Yeah, sorry, this is a long one. Yeah, so my associate dean, Dr. Candice Harris, sent out a message to the Mike-Curb College students. They're having all month long a celebration of Black History Month. Dr. Candice Harris is a Black woman, so she's really wanting to push all these events. So February 10th, they're having Honoring Self-Care is Liberation. That's a panel discussion that's going to be in the Flint Ridge Room at the East Conference Center from 2:30 to 4 on Tuesday, February 10th. On February 11th from 6 to 8 in the Matsumoto Recital Hall, which is over in Nordhoff Hall, they're going to have a panel called The Business of Music, which is a fireside chat with music executive Allison Ball. On February 18th, the CSUN Cinematheque series, which plays in Manzanita Hall, will be showing, it's the 50th anniversary of the series, the miniseries Roots. So they'll be showing that along a discussion with some of the filmmakers and creatives. That's Wednesday, February 18th, starting at 6 in the Armor Screening Room in Manzanita. On February 19th, there are two events. The first one is the Art of Presentation, African American Coalitions as Interdisciplinary Performance, which is a conversation with Dr. Nikita Y. Harris, and that's in the Orange Tram Room in Manzanita Hall, which is on the second floor, Manzanita Hall. That's from 11 a.m. to 1. Also on February 19th, it's a performance called Black Poetry Works by the CSUN Performance Ensemble. That is at the Black House from 5 to 7 p.m. And then on February 20th, they're going to be screening the movie Glory, featuring Russell Williams Jr., who is my former professor, and the sound mixer and designer on that film. He's a great guy. You should check it out. But that's at 7 p.m. also at the Armor Theater in Manzanita. So those are all the events for this month. Let me know if you have any questions. I can send it over. Thanks.
Okay, are there any further announcements? Okay, one last announcement. Please, please, please come to the cultural welcomes this week. This week it is Welcome Black, and it is also our Native American welcome. If you guys see the sign-up sheet and see that most of the spots are full, please still come. It is a great opportunity for us to connect with our constituents, but also possibly recruit for our last 3 Senate seats, our committees, as well as our very last cabinet seat, which is our executive assistant. So please, please come. It is so fun. Welcome Black is my favorite cultural welcome. So please, please come. Yes, Senator Baywa.
Yes, okay, that was really good. Like we have all said, Happy Black History Month. I just want to start off by saying that. Just a shameless plug. BSU is celebrating Black History Month, and we're going to be having a lot of different events. On February 12th, we're having the Black Business Market, I believe it's called. So please, if you can, please try to come out. And there's going to be a lot of different events that we're having. We're going to do like a Wild and Out general body meeting at the end of the month, and a bunch of different things. We're also selling candy grams. Yes, so please try to support. Please come out. We would love to see you. We would love to interact. We did not steal y'all's, just in case. Okay, but have a good day.
Okay, if there are no further announcements, I will go into final roll call.
Vice President Emiliano Aragon.
Here.
Senator Arias Gomez.
Here.
Senator Atias. Senator Basilio.
Here.
Senator Baywa.
Here.
Senator Cabrera Figueroa.
Here.
Senator Contreras.
Here.
Senator Cunanan.
Here.
Senator Dominguez.
Here.
Senator Garcia.
Here.
Senator Gavino.
Here.
Senator Kachidia.
Here.
Senator Kodka.
Present.
Senator Mane.
Here.
Senator Martinez Luna.
Here.
Senator Quiroga.
Here.
Senator Radionov.
Here.
Senator Ramirez.
Here.
Senator Umana.
Here.
Senator Vicente.
Here.
Okay. I will now call this, oh my gosh, I will now adjourn this meeting at 10:41. Please support my Seattle Seahawks this Sunday, please. I cannot have another Patriots
Bang,
Super
bang,
Bowl
bang,
win.
bang.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Camila, Kim, and Eddie, can you come over here right now?